Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm just going to be going over how my bird photography reflection pool went that I did in my previous video. I'm just going to be talking about basically whether or not I managed to get any photos. So yeah, let's crack on with it. So as I had sort of anticipated, after the first sort of day, I still hadn't really had any birds arrive to the pool, and I was sort of checking it every now and then, and nothing was really happening. By day two, so literally the very next day after building the reflection pool, I got my first sighting, and can anyone guess what it was? It was a robin. Yeah, which was awesome. It was really cool to see that something finally come down and landed on the log and was investigating the pool and sort of yeah, interacting with this thing that I've built. I was actually thinking before anything turned up that it would probably be a robin that showed up first, because they're usually quite inquisitive and just kind of curious and quite happy to be around people. So robin was the first bird that showed up, which was awesome. I managed to get some pretty cool shots of the robin. Obviously I was shooting from my conservatory, so I was shooting through glass. You do get reflection in there, and that did kind of affect the photographs, I suppose. But really it's like a payoff between staying inside and being warm and comfortable, or sitting outside all day and waiting for things to turn up, and getting cold and uncomfortable. So you know, I was prepared to take the reflection in my photographs. Really, it was the first time I've ever built sort of like a set, I suppose, for wildlife in my garden, and yeah, I was quite happy with the results. By day two, it was still just a robin showing up, and I was sort of thinking to myself, how can I attract other birds? So I decided to put out some birdseed on the log, and this really wasn't bringing in any other birds. It did bring in the squirrels, so the squirrels came in. So we now have got a squirrel and a robin, which was pretty cool. Neither of which were going down into the actual water, and I do think that really the problem I had with this is because we've got our pond in our garden, and as I was saying in my last video, that basically they just use the pond to bathe in, so I don't think that they were going to ever use my reflection pool to bathe in. So it ended up being more of a perch for the birds to land on and get nice pictures of the birds on the perch with that blurry background. But it was also really cool to see a lot of you guys sending in some of your bird reflection pools that you've made after watching my video, and also I've seen lots of people really out there doing all sorts of awesome things in their back garden, and yeah, so that was just really cool to see. So then I thought, okay, how can I get other birds to come in? And I remembered that birds like to land obviously on a perch before coming down to the feeder. If any of you have got bird feeders in your back garden, you may have realised that the birds before coming onto the feeder will land either on top of the feeder or on a plant or a tree or a twig or something, or a branch next to the feeder, have a little look around, make sure it's safe, and then fly in and land on the feeder before then flying away. So I thought, okay, so how can I do that basically? On one of my walks, I went out and I got a massive stick and I just crammed it, just put it in to the flower bed next to where I built my reflection pool, and and just put it there and waited to see what happened. And literally that very day when I put it in, we had birds landing on it, looking around, and coming down onto my reflection pool. So with the added addition of the perches, so the twig that I put in and the seed that I put on the log, this now brought in other birds. And to be honest with you, it was mostly the robin again. We got a nuthatch, which was really cool. That was probably the highlight of the whole thing, really, getting the nuthatch. I'm not sure if I got any decent pictures of it, but if I have, you would have seen it by now, or I'll be showing you. And we got a magpie, and I think that was it. I believe we had the blue tits come down as well, but I never got any pictures of them. Yeah, so that was it really. We managed to get the robin, the nuthatch, magpie, and the squirrel. So 4 species, and all in all, it went pretty well. Aside from that, if anyone can tell me, at the beginning of the video I played a, hopefully you could have hear it. I think you could have, because it was pretty loud. I played a bird sound from this book. If anyone can tell me which bird it is, just from hearing it. In fact, I'll play it again. Yeah, so if you can tell me what that bird is, put it in the comments down below, just for something to do, and I'll let you know whether or not you got it right. So I've now taken down my bird reflection pool. It's all been put away and I'm not using it anymore. So that is it really. What I've shown you here is what I've got for that video. That was really cool, and something that I'll definitely do again in the future. And I'll probably try and learn from what some of you have done with your reflection pools, and make another one of those at some point to actually try and get the reflection, because that would be awesome. You know, that was the idea, to try and get a reflection. I didn't get a reflection, but I got some cool pictures. So at the end of the day, give me something to do in these times where we are all probably struggling for things to do. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video as a little update, just to show you guys what I got, because I said that I would, and obviously I couldn't show you on day one because nothing showed up. Aside from that, I'm going to be trying to bring out more videos, but I'm struggling for ideas. I'm thinking of maybe doing a video on macro photography with my Canon 70 Mark II and the 100 to 400mm lens, just in my back garden, taking photos of some of the flowers, the bees, the insects, just to get an idea of how this lens is with macro, and again, just try and give me something to do when I'm on one of my days off, because I am still working in the week. I'm working Mondays to Fridays at the moment, so I've only got Saturday and Sunday where I can actually really make any videos. On that note, I've also made a Patreon site now, so if you do enjoy the channel or the videos in it, and you know, whatever, and you want to show support, you can now do that. I don't actually expect anyone to do it, but I've made it in case someone does, or maybe even further down the line. It's always good to have these things just in case, but it is there, and the link is in the video down below. So thanks very much for watching. Again, as always, like, comment, share and subscribe, and until next time.